After Revival is essentially the flip side of the game Plague Inc., the game that had you destroying humanity as a virus. This one, however, puts you in charge of rebuilding civilization from the ashes. It's a pretty clever concept when you think about it. The same developer who made you wipe out the world now wants you to fix it. The game drops you into a post-apocalyptic Britain, decades after the coronavirus has done its work. Most of humanity is gone, zombies are scattered around in various states of decay, and you're emerging from underground bunkers with a handful of survivors who need somewhere to live. What starts as a desperate attempt for basic survival gradually turns into something more ambitious as you work toward the goal of rebuilding actual civilization. At its core, this is a settlement management game with exploration and light combat mixed in. You'll be handling the usual survival necessities, but the game adds more complexity as you grow. Early on, you're scavenging wood from broken fences and hoping your makeshift well produces enough water for everyone. Later, you're researching technology, managing multiple resource production chains, and making decisions about how your society should function. For resources, you need to find specific areas for different materials. Forests for lumberyards, suitable ground for farms, areas with deer for hunting lodges. You can't just plop buildings anywhere, which means exploration becomes crucial. You send out teams to scout nearby regions and gradually expand your territory. What makes the game interesting is how it handles the social side of rebuilding. Your settlers have morale to manage, and they'll abandon your settlement if things get too grim. They want basic services like toilets and fire pits, but also more complex needs as your population continues to grow. The game throws random events at you that force tough decisions. For example, do you risk food poisoning by eating questionable supplies, or do you throw away precious resources? Most of the undead zombies are dormant or scattered, but they can become threats if disturbed. You'll need to train fighters and clear out infested areas to fully expand your territory. And combat is fairly simple. You send your fighters into zombie-occupied zones and watch the battle play out, with success depending on your fighter's strength and preparation. Technology research opens up better buildings and production methods. The campaign is persistent, meaning your settlements and unlocked abilities carry forward between scenarios. You can choose from different leaders who each have unique bonuses. Some focus on resource production, others on exploration or population growth. There are also traits that affect your starting conditions and playstyle. Beyond the main campaigns, there's an expedition mode for daily challenges and other scenarios that change up the formula. The early access version already includes 2 complete campaigns, and the developer has plans for additional content including a scenario creator and more advanced civilization features. The game includes narrative elements that reveal what happened during and after the collapse, often through environmental storytelling and random discoveries. The interface is straightforward, and most systems are easy to understand once you get the hang of the basics. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.